What's up, Wayne B? How you doing, bud? I am just playing. I got so much to do to prepare for the Thanksgiving that I'm just kind of procrastinating a little bit. So I'm gonna play for about an hour, then I'm gonna get my ass to the grocery store. Fuck you, Bukaki. This game's awesome. My understanding is, by the way, speaking of woke stuff, that character right here is the one that everybody's upset about for some stupid reason. But I just got to that character, so, you know, so far, so good. But, hang on. Well, fuck you, Bukaki. Yeah, I told him, everybody. You know what I told him? Make sure it's not too loud. Can you hear the game, or is it too quiet? But I really do like this game. It's, there's a real sense of adventure, which I love games like that. I guess. Yes, Wallace, it's one. Bukaki already beat you to the punch with that joke. Yes, it's a very woke gaming night. Your instructions are unchanged. Use the nets to bring the dragon from the sky and grapples to tie it down. Do this and win the glory for the anthem. Okay. Oh, you're not hearing the game? Fuck you. You know, you guys, I'll tell you what. You guys miss out on some good stuff.
Not after I drugged her. Come on. They've been watching. They knew I drugged her to make her sleep. Assholes!
Alright. Wait, what's happening? What do we get? Ooh. Okay, why not? Oh, can I go? Let's see. My thoughts on Shu leaving? I mean, I did a tweet about it. I think it sucks. Well, I don't think it sucks. I think it's probably good for him, because he's not actually retiring. He's just retiring from Sony. So clearly, shit! Don't go down there. Clearly, it sounds like he's, you know, either whether he's leaving on his own or not, I couldn't tell you, but that he's staying in the industry. And he's going to work, it sounds like he's going to stay working with indies, which makes me really happy because he really understands that stuff really well. And I don't know, man, I would love to see him kind of get to a point where he can, why can't she use it? I'd love to see him, I don't know if he's going to open his own studio or publisher, but, you know, giving Shu the reins to a indie publisher, you know, I don't know. I could see something like Devolver opening a division in Japan or something and letting Shu run it. I think that would be fucking awesome. Yeah, he was there for 30 years, yeah. I mean, I was there the day he started working for Sony America. Like, we were about to ship Twisted Metal Black, and he came into the studio, and I think like 2 nights later we had a press party for the game, and that was kind of the first time I ever really, you know, met the guy.
They're hitting us from there.
No, that was not him. The fruits and vegetable Twisted Metal? No, that was not him. No, it was just some executive. It wasn't Kutaragi either. Somebody, I don't know who it was. But it wasn't one of those guys, for sure. How do I get up here? Nope. Let's try over this. Come on, Jaffe. Nah. Alright. Alright, let's assume we gotta get up there. Okay.
They haven't seen us yet. We can run.
Hey! I brought her down. She's mine by right. Mara Namra Benari Bala. Atash Martarost, Asit Tarala. Kyuto.
Oh, she has fire breath. That's cool.
Come on.
Hey, bud. They're on the counter if you want to look.
Okay.
We can't stay. Holy shit. Carlos says, I don't see where people who say this game characters look like they belong in Fortnite. I know.
Yeah.
That display of fire we just witnessed. You're not a mage, are you, Taj?
No.
If you want to expand on
She's
your
like,
answers.
no, idiot.
We can talk later. Let me know when you're ready. I'll
But,
bring
you
the
know,
kit.
to be fair, Carlos, there's a lot of
It's up and
people saying things about this game that,
Freeing,
you know,
But I expect the Vincima will be agitated.
that aren't
after
necessarily
what she's been
accurate.
Yeah, she's gonna be pissed. Hopefully she just flies off.
Hey, Art. Yes, I love this game so far. I think it's great. I'm about 20 hours in, and I'm having a lot of fun. It's one of the kind of... I really like games that are very adventure-y, and it feels very adventure-y to me. There's just lots of cool exploration and payoffs and stuff like that. Is this just another Western RPG, or is there more to it? I don't know how to answer that question. What do you mean? Yeah, I think. I mean, we just talked about Shu a minute ago, but yeah, the dude's awesome. She's a fucking class act. I think they will be. They were lucky to have him, and they'll probably. I'd love to know the details of sort of what went down, or if he actually is leaving to do something more interesting for himself, which I would love to see happen for him because he's awesome and he deserves a lot of success. I'd love to see someone like Devolver, pick him up and let him, run their indie house in Japan or something. Any unique mechanics? I don't know. I mean, it's no. I mean, maybe, but if there are, I can't really think of any. So to me, it's just here. Let me level up real quick, and then we'll talk. 1 moment. 2 points. This is pretty. I kind of. I don't really even pay attention to these at this point. I don't really even understand them because they. I don't know. The way this skill tree is laid out, I really don't like. Because I really have a hard time kind of really understanding it at a glance. And so I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. There you go. Take that. So character, these guys. All your fire weapons. Yeah, I'm good. But I don't know if she will open up an indie publisher. I don't know if that's really in his, not skill set, but his, just sort of what he likes to do. I think going to a place where it's all set up and he comes in and does his magic, I could see that. I mean, but either way. Let me talk to this person real quick.
As one dragon flew off, now safe to finish its nap, uninterrupted. Another was about to wake up. The surviving Antam poachers carried news of a fire-breathing Kunari back to their leader.
Hello, Joker.
Tosh and the team would soon find themselves being hunted by the Dragon King.
Thoughts on Arcane? You mean the TV series censoring out gay relationships for China? I mean, you know.
Wonderfully done, Tosh.
Hang on one sec.
You played with the big scary dragon. We looted the shiny stuff from her cave.
Hello, Ludo.
So, Rook, Varric's talked about you. I see he wasn't making shit up this time. They call me Isabella, among other things.
What did you find in the cave?
A lot of dragon shit, gold, some fancy trinkets, and this.
Not today, maybe late tonight, because Thanksgiving's really thrown me. I've got so much Thanksgiving prep I got to do. So I definitely have a show prepared, and I was going to do it, and then I'm just like, oh, I'm too tired to do a proper show, but I got to go shopping after this stream and get stuff, and my kid's coming into town tonight, and so we'll definitely be doing the Thanksgiving Day special, and I'm hoping to do some stuff maybe tomorrow morning. The show, I mean, is it betraying your values by cutting it for some extra money? I mean, whose values? I think if you're the director or the writer, perhaps, but if you're Netflix or whoever is publishing the show in China, you know, I mean, that's their culture, you know, and I don't agree with it, but I think that's hang on. I think, you know, if you're like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I think it sucks morally, but I think one could also argue that the very thing that allows them to have the money to make what they want to make, they have to acquiesce to certain countries' cultures if they want to ship over there. So I don't like it at all. But I don't think that's the kind. It's not like an art indie game. I don't think that's or show. I don't think that's the kind of product that is like, no, we're going to stick to our artistic guns. But you know, is that valuable? Let's say, is it magical?
Almost looks like a rune. Does it do anything?
Shit, I hope not.
It conveys knowledge. While not as impressive as a magical explosion, it can still change the world.
Rook, this is Shathan. She's our expert on Kunari artifacts.
This piece predates the Steel Age by centuries. It comes from an earlier attempt at settlement. One that left no survivors. You used your fire.
What? No.
Were you seen by the Antam? You promised you would be careful, Evatosh. You need to be away for a while. It is good you are joining Rook's team.
I'm what?
Wait, were you not aware of this? Our contact here said you'd agreed to join us.
Didn't Shathan...
I dig those chairs. I want one of those high back chairs. Those are classy.
Nope.
Whoops.
They are cool though.
Well, you'll work it out. You always do. For gold and glory, Tosh. You're welcome back whenever. Rook, pleasure doing business with you.
Mother, what did you do?
I thought you would enjoy the chance to work with Rook's team. Do you not wish to stop these blighted dragons?
Of course I do. I might have decided to join on my own. Maybe after you talked to me.
Jeez, Mom.
I talked to you about not using your fire in front of the Antam.
Oh my. Okay, so this is the worst cutscene I've seen so far.
I will prepare potions for you to take.
What a
Would you prefer
baby.
Ginger or lavender?
What a baby.
The ginger.
Hassam Vinek. Rook, you will keep her safe.
Wow. She's like a 12-year-old.
Well, it Must be nice to have your mother so involved in your life. Anyway, welcome to the team. Might not be what you wanted, but we could really use the help.
I'll get my stuff.
I had to do a whole stream for the unemployed and 1%ers to prep for Dragon Age. No, bitch, I'm doing Thanksgiving, and I got a lot to do, and I'm not able to get to the proper stream tonight, so I figured I'd stream a little bit.
Glad to hear it.
And by the way, yeah, there's a Thanksgiving stream early in the morning on Thanksgiving Day, at least early California time, so that will be happening. And I might actually stream the stream I was going to stream this afternoon tomorrow morning, but it depends. It depends how much I get done tonight, so... have you ever had to cut content? Yeah, we had to cut stuff for Europe from Twisted Metal and God of War.
Than everyone else. Now they worship elven gods for power? Hypocrites. But it explains why they pushed so hard into Ravane.
With this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
Goddamn right, Mute Mo.
So instead of one giant fight, we have a lot of smaller ones.
Thank you, Darth Nugget. Look at you being positive. Your therapist is working for you.
With the worst people in Thetis. Offer them
I'll tell you in a
all
sec,
power.
Ludo.
And it's not as though the Antam or Venatori will care about the price.
So how do we fight back then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies. Like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal for them.
The Shadow Dragons, particularly after we helped save their city.
A debt the Viper will repay soon.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathous.
Could she have found some trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
Any details on the Blight in the wetlands?
Antoine said he didn't write it down.
Why not?
Either he didn't trust someone else wouldn't read the note, or he didn't want us to panic.
The first warden didn't seem impressed the last time we met.
I heard he told you to piss up a rope.
Will he be in the wetlands?
I don't keep track, but he can't stop you from asking a few questions, if we're fast enough.
Gillenane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the Blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking Blight than Wardens.
Morrigan and those wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods. In their power and wrath, at least.
Lucanus, you're back.
I am.
A couple new people have joined the team since you've been gone. This is Professor Emre Volkarin, he's our Fade expert. And Tash, our Dragon Hunter.
Hey.
Charmed.
So,
Right. Not everyone has met.
So, a dragon hunter. Treviso could have used you.
What's happening there?
It's just... people blame you for what happened to Treviso, Rook. But they did not have to make that choice, knowing what the gods are capable of. There was no right call. Still, it changes things. How could it not?
But you're back with us.
Yes, here to stay.
Given how things have gone, I wouldn't blame you for staying away. So thanks. We can't do this without you.
After what they did to Treviso, I want these gods to fall. I don't see anyone else with a better chance than you. My blade's yours. Until the end.
Great. Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendale.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
So what did we cut? We cut,
Never easy, is it, kid?
What do you mean?
Making the big choices.
then living with the consequences.
I don't think it ever should be easy. As soon as it gets easy, you're not the right person to make those decisions. It needs to be hard. That's how you know you're taking it seriously.
And that's why I recruited you, Rook. You get that. Not everyone does. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend.
Morrigan.
And dealing with whatever the Warden's found. All this chatting has taken it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good work, Rook. You'll find your way through this. I know it.
So, what did we cut? On Twisted Metal in Europe, we ended up having to cut for Black most of the cutscenes, if not all of them. And that wasn't a choice I wanted to make, but legally speaking, that and God of War, when we had to replace the human person in the cage with a zombie that you sacrifice. And that, again, that was not us going, this is what we should do, or even Sony. This was Sony saying, if you want to ship in Europe, there are certain countries that simply won't, like, it's illegal. We can't put that out in certain countries in Europe. And so we're like, okay, well, sure, okay. But yeah, it wasn't my choice, but, you know, and even if I disagree, hang on, what's this mean? After experiencing the dragon, he's less trusting and more self-reliant. His damaging abilities are increased, but he no longer uses supportive abilities. Interesting. That sucks. Fuck that guy. I went with him to help him in his town, bitch. No, the cutscenes were not bad. You can see them on the internet. New exploration level. Okay. Again, these were not my calls. This was just sort of, you know. But again, I mean, that's what people struggle with, I guess, sometimes understanding. It's like it's, you know, Sony funded the game. They wanted to get their money back. And I got my version of the game exactly as I wanted it in America, so I figured, well, you know, do what you got to do. I'm not, you know, happy about it, but see, like this, I don't even fucking really understand what any of this shit is. Precise immunity. Don't even know what that is. Okay. Not the first movies. Twist Metal Black. Twist Metal Black. No, they were just kind of dark and gruesome and whatnot. I don't want to go. I don't like all these things where I have to talk to these people. I just want to go fight some things. Let me see. This guy's got a timer, though, so let me go see what he fucking wants. In some ways, this reminds me of, what is that game? The Midnight Suns, which I really like, but it's like they have that whole Abbey section where it's just like, oh, I'm not really into that, but that's cool. Okay, let me turn around. Oh, Addie, shut up. Nobody cares. Go do something with your life, you fuck. Yeah, it's like a home base. Yeah. And so the problem is you actually, you know, it's like, okay, I guess I need to go talk to I don't have to talk to these people, but you kind of feel like you're missing out on something. And so it's like, oh, I'll go talk to them. But then you actually have to fucking physically walk to all of them. And it's just like, dude. Enough. It was when it was about better, it was about cooler. Oh yeah, Twist Metal was fucking awesome. I don't care.
How's it going?
We're trying to get crows. Uh-oh, she's doing a barf. Okay, I just can't talk to her. She's not the person. I want to talk to this other person. Is she over here, maybe?
Normally, my advice on befriending abominations would be
I don't know. I like to think so, Ludo. I certainly like to think I put a lot of my own personal stuff in the games I got to work on. Okay, I want to go out here and go. I don't. This. It's like. Can I pull out of the map a little bit? I would like to beat Elden Ring, yes, but I have not yet. There we go. This is what I want.
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels. Fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance. How would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
If I say, good to meet you, will he get that?
Manfred's alert to the sentiment, certainly. I encountered him as a wisp in the Necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
Spirits are formed from the emotions and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, are undead, inhuman spirits puppeting a body, or does some shade of the departed return?
I feel something of the soul returns when we revive the deceased.
That's my view as well. It's difficult, isn't it, to prove those lingering glimpses may be grace.
Wow.
Well?
You know, you sound different when you talk more and watch things. Way fancier.
I do no such... No, I don't.
Thanks, Professor. I learned a lot today.
My pleasure.
But somebody was asking, I forget who it was in the chat, about the writing. I mean, it's fine. Most games, I don't stand back and go, whoa, how wonderfully written. You know, it's, you know, I don't think much of it will stay with me. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, this story. But it's fine. It's, you know, it's just kind of a serviceable bad guys attacking and let's get a team together and stop them kind of thing, you know? And again, I've played about, you know, 12 hours of, or 13 hours of Inquisition, and I certainly enjoyed it, but I didn't walk away from it like, oh my God, that story. But I know some people really do seem to care about that story, so maybe. All right, let's do... I want to go back to this thing. I like these dead bodies. I like the Necropolis area. It's cool. All right. What?
Between the facing gods.
Between the facing gods. Yeah, Addy Pie, you've made it clear you're not a fan. I don't care. What do you... I mean, you know what we never know? We never really learn what Addy Pie is playing. The fuck are you playing, bitch? You ever step back and realize how goofy it is to actually judge people for the games they're playing? It's like, shut up, you weirdo. What a creepy thing. Kind of reminds me when people are like, Jaffe, I like you with the beard, or I don't like the beard. I'm like, shut up, fucking weirdo. Stop looking at me, and why are you even looking at me like that and having a thought about the way my beard looks, you fucking freak. Go away. Okay, the gods. Well, as a gods, I don't know. Do you think the team is ready for the charity event? No, we're not. It's 20-something days away, Alex. Take a fucking chill pill. Thanksgiving's coming up. Goodness.
Rook, I was thinking of taking Hassan for a walk. He could use the exercise. Chance to stretch his wings. Thought you'd like to come along.
Yeah, but not right now. Right now, I want to go... I want to go to the Necropolis and fight a bunch of dead guys. That's what I want to do. Let me do what I want, idiot. Stellar Blade is amazing. Best game I've played since Elden. I love the beard. Yeah, whatever, Johnny. Whatever. And again, I only played the demo of Stellar Blade, but I'm sure I don't know if I will. I was going to say, I'm sure I'll play it eventually. I probably won't. It was fine. I enjoyed the demo. It was an enjoyable experience, but I don't feel like I need more of it, but, you know. I'm 20 hours into this, Anthony. Give or take. 19 and a half, something like that. No, where am I going? I gotta go up there. Oh, no, is it on a timer? Oh, come on. Don't make me go back and get the fucking thing, you fucking idiot. Yeah, no, I mean, 20 hours, you know, is, you know, I like it. I mean, let's put it this way. I don't put 20 hours into something I don't like. I think it's a great deal of fun. I'm quite surprised. Well, that's not true. I'm not quite surprised at the hate the game is getting because of the culture in which we're in, but I'm quite surprised that there are enough gamers out there that allow themselves to be, you know, sort of steered away from something that's genuinely quite good just because, I don't know. Oh, I don't give a fuck what you think, Addy Pie. Addy Pie says, I think you're praising it excessively. So what? Who the fuck are you? The fuck do I give a shit? Fuck off, Addy Pie. Yeah. Can't tell me what to do. No. Come on, man. I didn't even go to the right place. I mean, seriously, think about that for a minute, Addy Pie. And, you know, Addy Pie's a funny guy because Addy Pie has actually called in before when I was playing Star Wars, and he seemed like a totally nice guy. But it's almost like he has, like, and Addy Pie, I'll say this to your face, of course, but it's almost like you have no power in your real life, so when you get behind a keyboard, you get to finally sort of let all your anger out, right? Do I remind you of your dad who, like, never came home or something? It feels like that, right? I'm curious about that now. I'm very fascinated by that. It's like, you know, what's happening with that? Don't LMAO like you're trying to brush it off now that you know I've hit the sore spot. You know I'm right. Fucking bitch. Fucking bitch. Okay, I keep going to the wrong place. Let me see where I'm supposed to go. Can Addy Pie be a basement guy? Addy Pie's fine. When he calls in live, he's fine. Okay, is this where I'm supposed to go? Where am I going? I keep going to the same fucking place. Jaffe, if you were playing Stellar Blade, you'd have 4 times the viewer count. So? The fuck am I going to do with 4 times the viewer count? I mean, there's, you know, I could be doing all kinds of things to up my viewer count, but then it wouldn't be authentically interesting to me. And then I'd be one of those fucking liars. I don't want to be that. Okay, because it's on the wrong level, is what it is. It's the mirror. I thought I'm supposed to take this to that thing I was putting the wisps in. Oh, I prefer chat gabbing game streams as well, but I just I can't do them all the time. Like, I was going to do one tonight. I just can't do it because of Thanksgiving though today. Yeah, we'll take these people. Let's go to the quest.
Let's ask Myrna and Vorgoth about these hauntings.
I'd also appreciate it if we could see to those displaced wisps. As I'm sure Rook's explained, the spirits that ran Necropolis reside here willingly. Most of our working dead are animated by unthinking wisps, which are little more than impulses from the Fade. But later, I could introduce you to some truly intelligent undead.
No. Why?
The offer stands if you change your mind.
Nope.
Uh-oh, somebody's in a meeting in here.
Rook, Emmerich, your return is most welcome. We require the aid of watchers.
Your letter spoke of hauntings?
Malign spirits freed by the gods.
They have concretized into a variety of forms. Left unchecked, these spirits will cause great harm.
They must be put to rest.
I agree, Jacob. I think it's a really fun game, and it looks very pretty.
Spirit of curiosity.
It has turned to a darker purpose.
We must keep track of our skeletal assistants.
Are any lost?
Intermittently. One revels in hiding in the sand.
Right, so I guess I'm tracking. It's super interesting. It's, you know, I mean, but there is I think there is some truth to kind of the the idea that a lot of people just can't these days play anything that's not, it's got to be like, it can't just be pretty good. And maybe that just speaks to how busy people are and how many things there are to play. And so even a pretty good fun game like this ends up getting shit on. Just because, you know, there are things out there that have better reviews, or I don't fucking know. You're not going to be able to follow starting 20 hours in. What do you mean? You mean like the story? Does the story get super complicated?
For it while it recovers.
There's too much to play to bother with average. I think it depends on what you're looking for, though. Like right now, like I'm fully aware that when I sit down to play Metaphor Refantasio, I'm sure I will go, wow, that's such a better game. But I don't want to play a game like that right now. I want to play something that feels like sort of a B action movie that comes out in the springtime before the big summer movies hit, you know, and it's just kind of, you know, it's kind of just a fun joy to play. And I like Dragon's Dogma, but I didn't like Dragon's Dogma as much as this. I thought it was more interesting than this as a design, but I thought that it was... you know, after a while it got kind of dull, but I loved a lot about Dragon's Dogma 2. I thought it was quite clever and cool. entirely sure what to shoot yet. The thing I liked about Dragon's Dogma was just kind of jumping on all the giant monsters and climbing on them. It was like a fast action Colossus, which was cool.
I wonder what this is about. We got it.
I've played Balatro. It was great. I played Balatro when it was just a demo and I was telling people to play it. And lo and behold, I had people in this very community saying, that just looks stupid. It's just, you know, such negativity. It's so unbecoming of royalty like me. Okay, I got some 4 of these. Oh, there's a boss coming up? Sweet. The game being boring is completely subjective. The UI, if you end up with dialogue. Okay.
The door's locked. Maybe it'll open if we bring more wisps.
I need
just
to.
more corpses inside.
They're powerfully warded, and yet someone passed through these doors not long ago.
Yeah, but as I said about you earlier, Morgan, that's a valid complaint. You play enough and you're enough of a gamer that you can actually offer. Like, if you didn't read it, she says, I'm not really interested in Balatro, but it's a card game. I don't really like card games. Unlike a lot of mouth breathers that I know that will go nameless, she's not saying, Balatro's shit, that's crap. She's just saying, oh yeah, I don't like card games, not for me. Like, that's how, like, grown-ups talk, if you're interested. That's all I'm saying.
Let's see if we can figure this out.
Okay, well, I've already been in here, I think, so... Unless I missed one. Did I miss one? Six meters away. Oh, I missed this. Okay. No, not there. You know, I should figure out a way to run a test one day, like a A/B test, and go, how many people find the negativity of certain members of the chat, like how much of that negativity pushes people away from being, you know, regular watchers? Maybe the answer is none. Maybe the answer is it actually makes people more regular watchers because they like it. I don't know, but I'm curious. We must sway to their cause. Okay. Anthony, the negativity is annoying. I mean, I find it annoying, but you know, I do like, you know, yelling at them because they're idiots. Crumpled parchment, the risen gods, the divine... We missed it. Okay, I already read that. Yeah, the negativity pushes some away. I may have to do something about it. I don't really know. And I don't know what they enjoy. I do know... Right, so Nick says, I'd honestly probably not be around as much if everything was sunshine and rainbows. I like debate. I like debate as well. I like debate as well, but I like genuine debate. Like I said, if Morgan calls in, or if not always, because sometimes Morgan goes on an RPG bender that's like, lady, you're out of your fucking mind. But mostly, you know, if she's like, this game sucks because XYZ, that's a debate. That's a fun debate to have. Then you can really discuss it. But if it's just like, this fucking sucks, the fuck fun is that? That's all I'm saying. What? That's cool. Oh, I see. Okay. That's okay. It's a lever. Come on, I'm not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. Maybe I will. Half that's people trying to get a reaction. I know, but okay. Doesn't it get boring? Maybe not. Maybe the answer is nope. It doesn't get boring, Jaffe. I can see that. The game's pretty good. I can't believe it's not making... Fuck you. Fuck you, faker. You can't fake it, idiot. I mean, I like genuine conversation. I just think sometimes it's just like, oh my god, shut up. All you do is bitch. I don't want forced positivity. You know what? Here's what I'll say, Nicholas. It's not that I want forced positivity at all. I just want better discussion. That's what I would say. That's what I'm trying to express, I think. Yeah, be as honest as you want, but, you know, but to shit all over something just because it's, I don't know, it's just annoying to me after a while. Like, I'm literally telling you guys, it's clear I like this game. Right? And I think the annoying part is just the kind of sense of, it's not that I need you to like the game back. I am okay if you hate this game. This could be the most disappointing game of the year for you. But it's the lack of ability or interest in articulating that I think I find exhausting. Right? That's what I would say. Right, Morgan, exactly. I know you do, Nick, and I appreciate it. I'm not like bitching at anyone specifically. I'm just saying. Hang on. We do need another wisp, idiot.
Let's look around.
I'm just saying that fundamentally, you know, I don't know. I just get tired of all the bitching in the world, man. Not just here. I just complains like everything's terrible all the time. Yeah, that's true. Go live with Ellen. Sacred Symbol's my favorite podcast. Well, we're working to change that, Anthony. Come on. I like Sacred too, but, you know, come on. Ravenos says, bitch moan, fuck the world, woke. It's true. It's annoying. Shut up, Ravenos. This and Outlaws, I'm waiting on deep discounts. The patching with Outlaws looks like it helped a lot. Yeah, it's good. I do want to put some more hours in the game with Star Wars and Stalker 2. Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm bouncing like a motherfucker between this and Stalker and Star Wars right now. I do. Do I have a Thanksgiving stream? I have a Thanksgiving stream ready, but only for the people that are positive. Yes, there's a Thanksgiving stream. Right. Oh, Anthony, no, I know. I appreciate it. But don't get me wrong, I want to compete. I want to, you know, I want to be the very best, like Pokemon or something. Yeah, we're still selling it. I mean, it's in the store, but, you know, I need to do more work on that. No one's negative, Alex. Go back to sleep, buddy. But it may actually be a generation thing. I do think about it sometimes, this idea that I know a lot of you guys are, some of you guys are my age, some of you guys are a little bit younger, but there is this thing that a younger generation, and I don't know if they're millennials or younger or what, but there is a sense of like really needing to feel like their take on something is like the right one. Like people, there's a generation that just doesn't like to be like, oh, I said something, like it's a shame thing or something, like you have this view of something. And I didn't really grow up with that. You know, I kind of just grew up with like, hey, say what you think, you know? Your experience is the 27 to 40-year-olds. Okay, I will when I find some people to kill. Hang on. Is the boss in here? I get to think the boss is in here. I'm 27, says Nick, and I do think that's the general vibe. The internet has created that. Yeah, for me, I'm just like, man, I don't... Like, people are like, Jaffe, that's a terrible take. Okay. It's a younger mentality, says Tatum. They don't have life experience to understand they don't have to be right. Yeah, because, I mean, being right doesn't really get you much of anything. Gimpy says, it's generational. I heard some teachers recently talking about how the kids don't attempt things if they aren't sure they'll get it perfect. Oh, that sucks. That can't be fun. It's going to be very stressful. You grew up with saying what you think, but you're considering doing something about the negativity in chat. Yeah, that's right. I don't understand. Those things aren't contradictory. You can say what you think, but you can say, like, it's weird to me that you assume that saying what you think means that it's negative. You can say something that is not the popular view. It's how you say it or why you're choosing to say it. Not the subject. Like I said, if Morgan usually criticizes a game, you know, it's clear what she likes. She's into the RPG. She plays a lot of fucking weird ass weeb shit and such, and so she's got a sense of like, this I know I like and this I don't, but it's not that it's necessarily bad. It's just not for her. That's not negative. That's just like, yeah, she's expressing her view. Okay, what am I doing? I gotta focus for a minute. I gotta get in there. I can't get in there yet, obviously. Idiot. Do I have to hit this?
Did it?
It did what? I don't know what it did. You're super weeb. You goddamn right. No, but your favorites that you talk a lot about are indeed the RPGs. Am I wrong or am I wrong? I think another reason I do like this game too is it does remind me, like I've said before, of like the EA Lord of the Rings games, the original ones that came out when the movies came out. Isn't that what people are doing with Veilguard? I don't like the writing. I find it cringe and repulsive. How am I being different? Because hang on. Because you saying something, if I say to you, I like, okay, I'll give you a great example. If I say to you, I like this game, and I clearly do like this game, and I've said I like this game, the proper response of a civilized society, good sir, is not the thing you like, Jaffe, is cringe and repulsive, right? I mean, why would you? It's like, I really like this food I'm eating. That food you're eating looks like shit and it smells like a trucker's roid cushion. Well, why would... That's different than going, oh, that's interesting, you like that. You know, for me, I gotta tell you, I don't like the Caesar salad here. I had this experience, but I know a lot of people do seem to love it. It's just a slight... Yeah, there you go. Ravno says, people can dislike stuff, just make the dislike a legit complaint and not culture war nonsense. I don't pick out woke games to not like. Right. That's exactly right. Jaffe, if you... Oh my God, Alex, what's the matter, buddy? Alex says, Jaffe, if you lived with 2 wives, will you be a different man? Will you be sitting on a chair right now playing video games? I don't know. What? Oh, no. I don't know, Alex. I mean, you know. What? What? What are you talking about, man? Alex is not French. Ludo is French. It's not a simple question. I don't fucking know. I mean, I don't even know how to respond to that question. It's more, it's what? Yeah, Nick, that's right. Nick says I can't handle hard-hitting journalism. No, you're right. You are right, Nicholas. Jaffe, you pay Alex to ask. I don't, but I guess maybe I should start if you guys think he's funny. Okay, let's get some of that. That's what I want right there. I don't really like the R word. I would prefer people not use it, but you know. It's a legit word if you want to talk about the speed of something, especially as it relates to mental health. But, you know, to use it in a derogatory way, while it may be an accurate descriptor of a word or of a scenario, it's kind of a cruel thing because it's been kind of co-opted as another word that basically just means dumb. And, you know. All right, come on now. Let's go. Okay, I guess we got a boss coming up.
That last wish has unlocked this door. Let's take a look.
Resistant to that. Oh well, it's not gonna do a combo anyway. Let's do this and this.
Quickly.
I'm thrilled Morgan hates it. I don't care if she doesn't like Stalker. I really like it. Stalker 2, you mean? It's great. No, it's not turn-based. some health. Fuck. Damn it. Jaffe, you've managed to beat any of the optional champions. I don't know what that is. What are the optional champions? Do you think sales for this game are a flop? It took them nearly 3 weeks to pass 1 million. Probably. I mean, yeah, it's it'll probably be one of these things that people like and people play and they drop price for a long time, but I don't know. It's certainly not going to be some big hit. Look at my side quest. Okay, let me see. I think I was almost close to killing that boss, but I couldn't tell. He might have been healing. Let's see. Oh, my side quest. Okay. Like, I mean, I'm doing the side quest now, but you don't mean that, right? Oh, this companions. Oh, are you saying companions or champions? Hang on, maybe I read that wrong. Optional champions yet? No, I'm not sure what that is. I don't know what that is then. I'm not sure. But Metaphor, I do want to play. I definitely want to play. See, defeat the champion. Okay. Would it be... Oh, I passed it. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see. Not this one, right? Game was in development multiple times. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm... This? Factions and regions? Defeat the champion in Docktown. Okay, so let's see. Is that the name? This? Gate of Law. Oh, I see. Okay, so no, I haven't yet. I haven't done it. Let's change the party. Let's do... let's do... her. And... this guy. Alright, I gotta go beat this fuck. Cantankerous, it feels a bit both. I mean, more action than tactical. It certainly doesn't feel like Inquisition, but, you know, it's not mindless either. You got to think a little bit. Oh, shit. Oh, we killed him. Good.
Ready.
Yeah, I mean, I believe there's some truth to that. I mean, again, you know, a game is a game, and you have to... If you're EA, you've got to kind of prepare for the market winds that you're sailing into and all that. And so they should have been prepared to counter and blah, 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 and they weren't. But when you say that the gaming community ruined this game's success, I mean, you know, I don't think that's entirely fair, but I think there is a lot of truth to it. You know, if you're going to put a game out, you're not going to take... I mean, you really, at this point, all that gaming community that you're talking about has done is they've made it so... They've actually made games worse, which is what they say they're trying to not do. Because they have, you know, the charismatic grifters that make the videos that for whatever reason people respond to. People who haven't actually played this game will hate it just because they're sort of told to hate it, and they think they hate it because of, I don't fucking know why. And so what does EA do next time? They don't make Stellar Blade. They just continue to sort of, you know, vanilla the fuck out of everything they work on and make sure that no one's going to have anything to complain about. They straight up ask you if you want transgender game options 1 hour in. You select yes or no. So all the people bitching invited into their game. I don't even know what it asks, but this character apparently is the Barv trans character, and so far there's nothing... Not that that needs to be... I mean, to me, that's the equivalent of saying, do you want black people? Do you want black people in your game? We have a button that'll get the blacks out. That's the equivalent of it. But if that's what you're saying, I mean, I didn't even know that's what they were asking. The only thing I've come across so far, and again, I've seen that cutscene, it's terribly written and performed, the Barv thing, but the only thing I've even come across so far is when you're talking to characters and one of your multiple options is you can romance a character who is the same sex as your character. And you can just be like, oh, no thanks. You're like Chad in SNL. It's like, no thanks. And, you know, if that's not what you're into.
Stand back. Are you Venatori? Are the sniffing rats? What form have you all? This vault's riches are mine. I tore them from the dead, and with me, they will remain.
Demon.
And a powerful one, to have been kept behind such ancient locks instead of simply banished.
Let's search around. Maybe the Venatori know something.
Okay, so Anthony, that wasn't the boss that I just killed. The boss that I got to kill that you were struggling with is inside the door. I gotcha. Do I have less desire to turn on my PlayStation because I'm satisfied with my PC? Yeah, I mean, frankly, it's my PC is always on, so there's just no barrier of entry, and you know, everything I want to play right now, I can play on my PC. The last time I turned, you know, I'm turning my PS5 on for Slitterhead. I turned it on a little bit for, what was it, Slitterhead and Astrobot. But yeah, if I can play it on PC, I absolutely will. The guy, okay, I see. The grifters who hate woke still stream the game and played it to finish grifting how bad the game was. So yeah, they didn't like it, but played it for views and ad revenue equals a grift. Yeah. PS Pro comes with Astro's Playroom. I think any PlayStation 5 comes with that. I believe. A Valve dev said they're making the game really woke to upset Elon and Grums. Well, I don't know. I mean, I know what you're talking about, Eddie. I know the art director was basically pushing back because Elon got upset and Grums got upset that there are, God forbid, pronouns in that you can select or maybe not even select in Avowed. And so the art director got pissed off and the community manager shut her account down. But I don't know, the game's almost done. So I don't really, that may have just been sort of a pissy kind of statement. But I mean, again, it's... And I agree, Morgan, when you say, "Oh my God, again with this." I know, but this is the news of the day. This is sort of what happens in the gaming world right now. We're still talking games. I'm still playing lots of games. We're still doing game design discussions, but these are the people that, are influencing something. Don't know why. Don't know why, but they are. Imagine how unsuccessful you have to be that you're willing to go, you know what I'll do then? My game wasn't working out. So you know what I'll do? I'll build a whole career about bitching about stuff that I find woke. Really? God, that must suck for you. I'm not trying to be like reverse psychology the guy. I'm just saying it's like, Jesus, man. Just go make some shit if you don't like it. There's a lot to like out there. Here's what I'll grant you. If you're watching me play this game, I get that you would look at this game and say, well, this doesn't seem like a Game of the Year contender, and it may not be. It probably isn't for most people. But I've been playing this now on stream for a little over an hour. Are you seriously looking at this and going, this looks like utter shit and it's crap? Really? That's okay. It's your opinion. That's fine. But, how can you... it's fun. It's a fun, solid game. And I get the argument of hey, I don't have time for just fun enough. There's so much to play. I respect that. But it's if it's not your favorite game, don't play it. But it's not shit. Now, by the way, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I am curious, Nick, when you say you think it looks mediocre. So what if somebody was in the market for an action RPG, not Baldur's Gate, not a turn-based RPG, and I know you can go real-time, I think, if I remember, but an action game, like what you're seeing here, but there's still stats and a big story and characters and a party to build and all that. If this one's mediocre, which one would you suggest they play? Which one does it really well that is still relatively modern enough that would still scratch that itch? Elden Ring doesn't do that. Elden Ring's my favorite game of all time, but Elden Ring's not this. Elden Ring doesn't have anywhere near close to this kind of combat. Elden Ring's combat is much more, I would say, tactical and measured. This is much more hack and slash. Okay, so Morgan says Rebirth does it better. Okay, that's fair. That seems probable. Honestly, what pushed me away from Rebirth, and I played the demo, was just I read some reviews and stuff, and people were saying it's phenomenal, but it is so fucking long. Any watchers, visitor, okay. People were saying it's my God, this thing, and it's the second part. I didn't even play the first part. So it's kind of, yes, Elden Ring is a better game than this, for me personally, yes. But this scratches a very different itch. That's like comparing, a fine, whatever, 3-star meal. I don't know how they do meals. To like, a really solid, slightly above McDonald's dinner. It's like they both have places in your life. All right. Well, speaking of places in my life, the place I have to go is back to the grocery store. So, all right, hang on a minute. X. So let's see. How long have I been playing this now? 20 hours. Yeah, I'm still into it. Okay, fellas, look, I am going to do my very best to do a stream tomorrow, although I may not, just because of Thanksgiving prep all day, but I will be here Thanksgiving morning, California time, which is like 9 o'clock my time, for a Thanksgiving stream. So if you want to hang out with us, and we'll probably play some games, talk, I'll show you some cool stuff. It's going to be very chill and hang out, something to do to celebrate the holiday and hang out with everybody and fuck around for an hour and a half or whatever. So if you're bored or you got nothing to do or everybody's still sleeping, whatever it is you're doing on Thanksgiving, we'll be here. And hopefully we will see you guys really, really soon. I didn't take calls this one, but I'll take calls on the Thanksgiving one. So, all right. But for now, I got to go prep that. So I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you soon, hopefully. Be well, be safe. And if I don't talk to you until, have a great Thanksgiving. Bye, you guys.